Welcome to the late edition of the We Are Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Viral Viper, with my co-host.
The Renegade Enigma.
Yes, and we are here to talk about wrestling. Let's not waste any time and get right into wrestling. Smackdown was a show. It was a show.
Yes.
It was a show. So like I have thoughts about it, especially like some stuff that happened. But I'm like, it's like it's a lot. There's a lot to take in. So this is why we're getting to SmackDown first, because there's a lot to take in. It's like, we're still in the new era of this is it. This is the new era, the game era. This is what's happening. This is it, pal. We got it. This is how things go. Yay! All right. Because you're like, all right, yeah, this is going to be it. So SmackDown starts off with Roman showing up, him and the Usos, and they're out there in a car, and they're just chilling. And they're like, yeah, we here because we won on Sunday. Ha ha! So then we get back to the arena. We get Pat McAfee, and he's making more and more fun of Bartender Cabron. He has a tablet. He's drawing on the tablet, showing how he kicked him in the nuts, and his nuts went up, and this bum-ass loser fucking lost. And he's drawing, then, like, it cuts to the back, and Bartender Cabron is looking, and he's getting pissed off, but a bunch of wrestlers are just sitting there, and they're just laughing at him. And like, ha, 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 you're a loser. And Bartender gets angry, and it's like, argh. Well, why are you laughing at me, Ricochet? And he challenges Ricochet to a fight. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of like that. I kind of liked it. Because it was different.
Yeah. Like, it wasn't one of those where, like, it was announced on Twitter and, like, you already know what's going to happen. Pet peeve of mine. It was no.
Yeah, it was really good. And well, we haven't seen Ricochet wrestle in a long time, even though he was like Intercontinental Champion like 2 months ago. But like, yeah, he gets a win against Bartender Cabron. And then him and Pat McAfee celebrate. And then we get started on something that like, I'm really gonna just. Okay, so we have Sami Zayn, and Sami keeps knocking on the Bloodline's door because like he wants them to acknowledge him. So he knocks on the door and the Usos like, hey man, listen, Paul Heyman's not here. Listen, why don't you handle all the stuff Paul Heyman is supposed to handle? So Sammy's like, okay, but like I really want to talk to Roman. And they're like, no, go do that stuff and then we'll see about that. So, like, yeah, like, once we get to the end of the Sammy thing, I'll give my opinion on this thing. But it's like, okay, something. So, then we had Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ludwig again. I swear we've seen this match 3 weeks in a row, and they're like, no. This time, if Nakamura wins next week, he'll face Gunther for the Intercontinental title. And I'm like,
I swear that's what happened the last time, but Ludwig won that one. But that's what the rules for last one.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. But like, Nakamura beat him. The match was like, I'm not gonna lie, the match felt a little different and felt a little better. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, this is a different match. It's not so stupid. And Nakamura won, and him and Gunther next week for the title. I'm cool with that. So then we get in the back, and we see Sarah talking to Kofi, and Kofi's like, we match my shoes and your dress, we match. And she's like, yeah. And she asked him about the Viking Raiders, and he's like, nah, we're gonna get to the Viking Raiders eventually. All right. So then we get another Sammy Uso thing. And the Usos are getting slowly and slowly angry at him. And, like I said, once we get to the end, then I'll give you my opinion on that. So then we get this weird-ass promo. Because it's not weird because of Liv. Liv Morgan cuts a promo. And the fans start saying, you tapped out, you tapped out. It was a small majority, but they were loud enough where you caught it on camera, and they started booing Liv. And it's like, it was kind of weird because, like, it was, like I said, it was a small majority, and they kind of sounded like they were the whole thing because, like, you can tell it was a small majority because the way that the mics are, you can tell that it was like, oh, yeah, there's only like about 20 people chanting this out of a sea of like 6,000 people. Yeah, you can kind of tell. But it picked up on camera like the people were angry at Liv, like, oh, they fucking hate her. And like you can see later on, like they actually cheered Liv, and it's like, oh, so like it just was those assholes because like she's cutting a promo, but they started booing like, oh, you tapped up. And just like basically trying to make her seem like a heel. And I'm like, that's really fucking bad because like now it'll be like, oh, we should turn her heel because the people hate her. But later on you find out like, oh, no, it was just those small minority of people that were booing her. Everybody else still loves her. You're like, oh, okay, well, it was just an anomaly. Fine. All right, whatever. So then we get Sonya Deville interrupts her and was like, I'm going to win this gauntlet match and I'm going to challenge you for the title. We're like, okay. So Sonya's in the ring. Then Aaliyah comes out. So Sonya and Aaliyah. Sonya beats Aaliyah. Then it's Sonya and Raquel Rodriguez. Yes, I could roll my R's. Pat. And Raquel beats Sonya. And like, okay. Then Raquel beats Shotzi. Okay. Then Raquel beats Xia Li. Like, okay, yeah, like, okay. Raquel is running through people, and it's like, all right, well, maybe she might win. She might win, kind of, yeah. Then she faces Natty, and Natty starts fucking up her leg, and it's like, oh, okay, Natty's gonna win. Oh, well, no, Natty loses to Raquel. Well, who's left? Here comes Shayna Baszler. And Shayna does the Shayna thing and taps out Raquel Rodriguez. And Shayna is going to face Liv Morgan. Now, the thing about this is, like, when they, like, said, oh, they're going to face each other, the fans start cheering for Liv. They be like, yeah, Liv, like, God, like I said, that small minority was booing her, but everybody loves Liv. So that's the good part for me because it's like you keep Liv face. We get to the Charlotte thing. We have the Charlotte interaction. Liv beats Charlotte. If Liv was going to turn heel, she turns heel on Charlotte and screws Charlotte over and keeps the title. And then Charlotte becomes a face. And then yada, yada, yada. As we go. From there. Yes. So I'm not going to say that Shayna's going to beat her, but the way that Liv is like going with this fake injury, I mean, it's fake injury because she wrestled on a live event and everything was cool. But she's going with this fake injury of her arm being injured. So now it looks like she's the underdog for Shayna Baszler at Castle Attack. And it's like, all right, cool. It's like, all right, cool. Like, that makes all the sense in the world. I'm all for it. Let her be the underdog. We get the win. Yay. All right, cool. So then we get the last interaction. Sammy and the Usos. And Jay snaps on him like, We don't care about you, Moose. Like, you're not even one of us for real. You better chuck yourself. And then he walks off. Now, everybody is like, oh my God, like, why are they doing this to Sammy? And it immediately just like pops into everybody's head is, oh, this could be a great way for this big cool thing to happen that should have happened before. And it's like, it makes all the sense in the world because they're going to keep fucking with Sammy. Sammy looks like he's getting angry because all he wants to do is talk to Roman and be part of the bloodline. They're going to fuck Sammy over. Sammy's going to need a friend. Sammy only has one friend, and his one friend exists in the WWE hemisphere, and it's like, oh, he's going to team with his friend. Oh, they should face the Usos. Oh my God, they've never won the tag team titles as best friends? Oh my God, that would be... And then you see it all fall into place. So,
that would be cool.
I'm calling it right now at Castle Crisis, Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the titles. I'm calling it. We needed somebody to face the Usos, so yeah, that would be great.
The fact that they're gonna have all those belts too, like they're the undisputed tag team champions, that's gonna be awesome. So
yes, that would be great.
One thing I liked about this whole dynamic of the Usos and Sammy though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jay the whole time is pissed off, like he's like boiling. Meanwhile, fucking Jimmy, he's basically gaslighting Sammy. Like it's fucking hilarious.
Yes. So then we get the Viking Raiders, and they're facing some local talent. So they get the win, and all of a sudden, here comes Kofi Kingston. The crowd erupts. Kofi comes out with a kendo stick, beats the hell out of the Viking Raiders. And then he challenges Eric to a fight. And he beats Eric and runs off. And it's like, oh, shit. Like, one thing that, like, really, like, popped me about it was, like, the way the fans just like super got behind Kofi and cheered him as soon as he showed up. It was like a huge pop, like he fucking changed the game, and it was like, yay! I was like, oh shit, like they care about Kofi again. Kofi, so yeah. So then we get a breaking news. The Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament begins on Monday Night Raw. The titles exist. They've been vacant. We brought them back. But on Monday Night Raw, we get the titles back. And like immediately, it just like all the alerts just go up. Just like, aha, yeah. Like those reports that was already out and those, like everything that we've already known, everything that I've said on this podcast, everything that has been talked about with a certain two people coming back looks very ominous. And I know somebody's like, well, if you're having a tournament for the tag team titles, that doesn't mean that they're in it. That's the problem. Yeah, they're vacant tag team titles. Great. Okay. Wow. That's awesome. Tag team titles are vacant. Somebody's got to win them. All right, they win them. New tag team champions. But then the music hits and the original tag team champions come out with the tag titles like, yeah, we're still the champions. Y'all suck. Ladder match. Fuck it. Do a ladder match. Great. This is fucking amazing. I would love it. And do it at fucking... Yeah, just do it at the castle corner. Just do it there. Like, oh my God, that would be great. It would be fucking great. So... Before we get to the last part, I want to bring up this thing where I am now pitching, since Triple H has brought this thing to everybody's attention of him being in charge, War Games. Bring War Games to Survivor Series. Let it replace regular Survivor Series. Let War Games Survivor Series be whatever. Just bring War Games to the main roster. Fuck it, let's do it. It's on.
I second that.
So then we get to the main thing, and Roman comes down to the ring, makes everybody acknowledge him, and he just starts talking, and it's like, okay, cool. Yay, Roman, we're happy you're here. And then Drew's music hits, and Drew's like, listen, Roman, the show's about to go up in the air. Like, we need to get our shit in. What the fuck? Why are you doing this? And he walks halfway to the ring, and then music hits. The funny part about that was, ever since Triple H took office, this person has been tweeting about, oh yeah, WWE. Oh yeah, I could be coming back. Showing pictures of like toys of him in WWE, and it's like, I ain't calling you back. Then we heard earlier in the day, like, no. WWE wants him back. And it's like, okay, cool. Literally that night, Karrion Kross returned with Scarlett, by the way, in his Fallen Prey theme. And Karrion Kross puts down Drew. And then Scarlett puts the clock in the ring and looks at Roman. And it was apparent where this is going. And it's like, So, this is already out there. USA wants a title on their show. They're like, damn it, Roman can have the title, whatever. He's gone. Let's make an interim title. And they were like, no, we're not doing that here. We're not doing that. Well, we want a title on our show. We want a title on our show. So they came up with the plan, and the plan will be enacted very shortly with these stipulations. We're going to get Roman versus Drew at Counter Castle, but we're going to add Karrion Kross in a triple threat. And you're like, okay, yeah, whatever. Like, that's a thing. But one of those titles is going to leave Roman Reigns somehow in Castle Crisis. It's one of those titles is leaving and going to Monday Night Raw. So, yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing.
I'm guessing the WWE title.
Probably, but like, how do you feel about that? Like, the titles being separated, which we all thought should happen from a long time ago, which, like, it gives more competition. It makes things better with two titles. Like, yeah, Roman having all the gold is, like, really fun. And, like, yeah, that's kind of dope. I think we even said it before on this podcast, was like, the titles should be separated because it makes it feel fun. But, like, with Roman having the titles, it's like, yeah, he's that guy. But separating the titles, like, gives more opportunities. Like, he had his big moment at WrestleMania, had his big moment at SummerSlam. Now it's time to separate them. Let the fish fly. 2 titles. Great. Everything's fine. I'm down with that.
It never should have been fused to begin with. Like, it should have been a Eurocontinental situation where, fine, you have both belts, but they're separate. You can defend either one anytime. So it'll be perfect. So you could take one off and whenever the hell you want. Which in this case is great.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Because him winning both titles cemented him, and making it like one thing, it cemented him as the guy. Like, everybody knew he was the guy, but having both titles as one, as the champion, the focal point with both belts, the guy, it cemented Roman as that. Now you have to separate them, which gives a whole new depth in a story of like, oh, these 2 titles are connected. They're not unlinking. They're one thing. Haha, they're one fucking thing. And it's like, wait, but what if somebody can take the title off of him? And you have it in a triple threat where he doesn't have to get pinned and the title slips off of him somehow. You're like, holy shit, this is like, he didn't lose, and he's not going to be like, I want both of my titles. He's not going to be like, yo, I want both of my titles. He's going to be like, no, I'm still champion, so it doesn't really matter. So, like, it's fine. Like, especially if they do it this way. It's like, yeah, no, I'm totally fine with this.
He really looks like he gives a shit about the WWE title anyway. So
yeah, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So another thing about Triple H is H isn't done yet. He's not done. I know we had Cross and like Dakota Kai and other people show up, and it's like, he's not done. He's not done. Yeah, we're going to get Mercedes and Trinity back, but he's not done. He's not done at all. There is way more happening. He is going to bring more people back. There's people who are sitting out there that have nothing to do, and he's going to bring them back. Like, there's a lot of people. I don't know all the names. I'm not going to say there's a huge likelihood that Johnny Gargano is coming back, but there's a lot of people he's going to bring back that got released. And like I was thinking before, and I've said it off the podcast, some of those AEW wrestlers, if they did not sign with AEW and Triple H took power, they would be right back on that main roster. And I don't mean just like, oh, you mean Malachi Black, Andrade, and like, no, I mean Keith Lee, Swerve, all of them have just been like, nah, man, we'll stay. Like, we trust Hunter. 100%. But like, he's gonna do something. Like, he's gonna do something cool and bring back, and that's gonna give a lot of vibe that we missed from wrestling a long time ago, where it's like, hey, the surprise of people showing up, things happening, it's a surprise factor. We haven't had that in a long time in wrestling. And I know people will be like, yo, we had that in fucking AEW. What are you talking about? Yeah, we had that in AEW, but like, we haven't had that in WWE. And I'm not talking about, oh, WWE's like wrestling and AEW's not. It's like, you knew that the surprises were going to happen in AEW. It's like, AEW was already established. All these guys are free. When do they show up? It's like, yeah, no, this is great. Now is the opposite, where we haven't had that in so long in WWE. AEW is a brand new company, so all of this stuff is just basically, it's normal. It's just normalized. WWE hasn't had this revolution of like, oh, this shit can happen. And you're like, holy shit, like, we haven't had this. And like, this is the one thing a lot of people have thought about and like never said out their mouth. We are in a whole new era of, there's no Vince McMahon on top running things. There's no person who's been sitting in that chair for over 40 years just doing whatever the hell he wants, and we know how everything is set in stone because this guy runs the show. We've never been in an era, none of us in our lifetime has been in an era where WWE does not have him at the helm. Now we're at the era where we're like, oh, we've seen what this other guy can do with the smaller part of the company. Let's see what he does with the whole company. And it's just a whole new era. And it's like, it's something spectacular because it's never been done before or seen. So, yeah. It's different.
Last time we had surprises like that, like people showing up, whatever, where it's like the takeovers back in the day. You know, like every time you would like be hyped for a takeover because you look in the crowd like, who's showing up? You know? That's the way I feel anyway.
Well, I mean, it's just a whole new era in WWE. And everybody from the top to the bottom sees this as a whole new era for wrestling. And I know people in AEW like, yeah, whatever. No, even people close to Tony Khan has said Tony Khan was just running around winning because he was going against Vince. He had something different, and this was fine. He was winning. He knew what was up. He's going against Hunter. He's feeling away. Like somebody, I heard a podcast with somebody very close to Tony says, yeah, he's not taking this lightly. This is actually shaking him. Like, yeah, the gap was closing when Vince was on top. The gap expanded now that Triple H took over. And they're like, they're like, it's a big deal. It has Tony literally sitting there going, all right, how do I counter program this? How do I get some shit together that's going to make motherfuckers go, yo, my product is better? And the person literally said, with WWE in this whole regime change, this whole new era, it's a whole different ball game for WWE. It's making more people look at WWE. It's making people that weren't looking at this going, oh shit, this is fucking great. Like, even the lapsed fans, it was like, nah, I'm just going to go to AEW. They giving me my field. Are literally turning into WWE going, oh shit, they're actually fucking awesome now. And this is insane because it's not supposed to be like this. But this is something totally different. Like, we're in a whole new era of wrestling that nobody ever thought that they would see. But we're here. So, yeah. And with that, we're going to go to the AEW side of stuff because Rampage opened up what a GCW title match should have been, but this was just a fucking regular match. I think it was for the AEW title, if I'm not mistaken.
I was about to tell you that. Yeah, like I think it was for the title.
Yeah, Moxley versus Mance Warner. And the funny part about it was like, Mance Warner came out and the first thing out of my mouth was like, it feels like Mance should have been here a long time ago. And I love the fact that everybody was just like, who the fuck is Mance Warner? Who the fuck is Mance Warner? I've never heard of him before. And I'm like, so you just basically just telling on yourself that you only watch fucking AEW. That's it. That's it. Like, Mance Warner, like, I watched Mance Warner from the MLW days, GCW days. It's like, yeah, like this is just the homie. Like, this is just the homie. This is just redneck Stone Cold. And I know somebody's like, Doug, Stone Cold is a redneck. No. This is redneck Stone Cold. He sounds like fucking Stone Cold, but this is a fucking redneck Stone Cold. This is him. Like, this is him. I've always said that. And people, once again, this is going to be another Ricky Stark situation where I say it years before, a couple years later, people are going to be like, you know what? Mance Warner kind of sounds like Stone Cold. I'm like, all right. Yeah, fuck you, person.
Because you start there.
Yes. So, old Manser and Moxley had a fucking fight. Like, they didn't have a match. They had a fucking fight. And Moxley won. Because, of course, like, Moxley's going to win. Like, what are they going to put the title on Manser? Moxley won. And in the crowd, the funny part, in the crowd, there was a sign that says, Moxley fears Effie. Because Effie is the next challenger for the GCW title. And I agree.
Yeah.
And we had this conversation off the podcast, and I'm going to have it here. If Effie loses, I don't know who from GCW is going to take the GCW title from Moxley. I don't know. Like, because he's the last GCW original to go against Moxley. And, like, you can say, oh, he can fight Mance Warner again. Dude, the way he beat Mance Warner this time, I'm not going to be hyped for a Mance Warner GCW match. Like, oh, yeah, no, it's going to be for the GCW title. No, he literally killed Mance Warner in this fucking thing. And it's like, dog, like, yeah, I'm not going to be hyped for that.
They ruined any hopes for that match. So yeah, I gotta agree. It has to
Exactly.
be. But then counterpoint, like you said, like off the podcast when we discussed it, if Effie wins, then what?
Yeah, like, okay, so that's another thing I was thinking. Like, if Effie wins, like, everybody's gonna have a bussy celebration and be calling him daddy. Great, that's fine. Now we have to re-roll a deck and get somebody from just in GCW and be like, all right, we have to face him, or like do open challenges and do like kind of like what Moxley did, but in the inverse. Like open challenges, whoever comes fight me, whatever. Like that's the only way. Like
Have to be.
yeah, because I feel like Effie deserves it. Like he definitely deserves it.
100%.
But like I don't know if they're just gonna take the title off of Moxley. Because Moxley is a draw. Moxley is like this dude, but like, I don't know. But back to the AEW show. So Lexi is going to interview Ricky Starks, and Ricky Starks comes out, and the factory is there, and the factory are trying to recruit Ricky Starks, and Ricky Starks is mad and like, nah, get the fuck away from me. And Aaron Solo says, yo, we used to be a tag team. Yo, I know you better than anybody. And then I'm like, that doesn't make you know him better than anybody. Like it's like Hobbs telling him like, yeah, I know you better than anybody. It's like, I've had multiple tag team partners. Why the fuck do you think these shirts are special? The fuck?
Oh, that's not the first time they've said that. But for the life of me, I don't remember them being a team.
It wasn't here. It was on the Indies like way before they got here. Like they were a tag team. And the funny part is like, I remember them winning a couple tag team titles and like doing stuff, but like, it wasn't like y'all was the bestest friends. Like being honest, like I don't remember y'all being like the bestest friends. Because there was a couple of times I saw Ricky Starks is like doing fucking solo shit in other companies, and Solo just was like at home, like, all right, wasn't the best of friends. And I know you're like, well, even though you're a tag team, no, there's tag teams, and then there's just like people that they stick together. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't think of anybody right now, but that is a thing.
Dax and Cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so like, I was like, not the best of friends, but Ricky, like, the thing is, like, I didn't like this just because the way that they did it. It's like, oh, we're gonna have Ricky Starks go against the factory, but Ricky has the fucking built-in things with Hobbs. Like Ricky should face Hobbs at the pay-per-view. Why the fuck are you throwing him in with the factory? Like that has nothing to do with nothing. And I know somebody will be like, well, it's a couple weeks before the pay-per-view. And it's like, dog, the pay-per-view was in like 3 weeks. What the fuck are you doing? Like, this makes no sense.
It doesn't. Like, it's random as shit.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. Like, it's one of those things that Tony does. It's like, I'm going to throw something extra in here, and then we're going to get to the main story. And it's like, bro, just can't we get to the main story? Because, like, there's no real waiting period. Like, we have time, so like you could drag this out. Like, it's fine. And I know somebody could be like, well, see, it's 3 weeks, which means like he's gonna have to have opponents. Yeah, he can have opponents. Like, he can literally have opponents. He can literally face the factory. Like, oh, I'm gonna face the Solo. All right, cool. You're facing Aaron Solo, and then you can move on to another opponent. And like Hobbs attacks you or something, you're like, all right, cool, fine. Not an actual feud where like we're building up Ricky Starks versus the factory. Like they're literally beefing on Twitter about like recruiting them to the factory. And it's like, dog, like you're making a storyline. Just like have him. Yeah, it's like just have him face one of them. Just be like, all right, yeah, Ricky Starks gonna face this one on Rampage. All right, cool. And then move on. It's like, no, we're gonna make a story. It's like, I don't want that. I want the Hobbs and Stark story. Like, because that's the pay-per-view. That's the money. Like, give me that. Don't give me this bullshit.
That's the one everybody wants.
Yeah, Tony's doing whatever. So, Dolph Ziggler's clone, his brother, wrestled Takeshita. And Takeshita beat him in like a minute. And then after he beat him, like he beat up Peter Avalon because he's going for the title at Battle of the Bands. But like, you know, it was a thing. So then we get another backstage thing. This was fucking hilarious. This made my night. So Lexi is checking on Orange Cassidy, and Orange is hurt, and the best friends are back there. And they basically say, it's the three of us. We're a trio. We should go for the trios title. So Trent puts out his hand, Chuck puts out his hand, Orange puts out his hand, the Doctor puts out his hand.
Trios.
Yeah, we was like, what the fuck? And then we find out it's fucking Danhausen. Like, God damn it. God damn it, Danhausen.
He can't count.
Yes. So then we had a match. Friend of the show, Layla Gray, versus Madison Rain. So, nothing against friend of the show, Layla Gray. Nothing against... Okay, Madison Rain shouldn't have had this long of a match with Layla Gray. Like, it literally was like a 10, 15-minute match. And I know people to be like, oh, well, you want the women to do this. I'm once again getting into my you have power in the back. Like, you literally have power. Like, you are, like, they promoted you. We just talked about you on our live podcast, how you got hired and promoted to make the women's division. That doesn't mean you have to be in every match.
Nope.
So, no, go on.
No, I said nope. Like, I have to be in that shit.
Yes. So, Madison Rain wins the match after 20 minutes. And you're like, all right, fuck. Like, all right, yeah. So, all of a sudden, Jade Cargill comes out and is like, I'm challenging you to a TBS title match on Dynamite. And I'm like, dog, like, you're in charge of the women's division. How the fuck did you just get a title match out of nowhere? And I know somebody's going to be like, well, it's Madison Rain. It's fucking Madison Rain. Like, she's not like one of the fucking stars. If this was Mickie James, I'd be like, all right, yeah, no problem. It's Mickie James. It's Mickie fucking James. It's like a legend. And I know somebody's gonna be like, well, Madison Rain is a legend by proxy. Like, Madison Rain is legend by proxy. Madison Rain is not like, oh, she's one of the best wrestlers. She's this. Yeah, she put herself like through shit to get there, but it's like I said, it's nothing against her, but like, I feel like you're writing the women's division and you're all of a sudden getting a TBS title match. It's kind of fucked.
It's like absolute power corrupts absolutely, or however that saying goes.
So that brings us to the story, which got online and pissed a lot of people off. And then some people like got in the defender bag because they always defending people, and it's just a thing. So I have to call it out because I see it, and like I feel like I'm the crazy one, knowing that something is wrong and telling people that this shit is wrong, and everybody going, no, you're a fucking hater, you're an asshole. And I'm like, it's fucking wrong. Because, okay, we reported on here multiple times, multiple times, that at All Out, it was supposed to be FTR versus the Young Bucks for the World Tag Team titles. All the titles on the line, boom, one person would win the title. Mm-hmm. We put that out there because, like, that was the original story. Then they're like, oh shit, Kenny's coming back. Trios title. Ha! And they threw the Trios title out, and then the Bucks turned face. And everybody's like, bro, but what about FTR? And they're like, no, fuck FTR. And people started going, wait, like, some people caught on, was like, oh shit, FTR's getting buried. Like, this big match was supposed to happen. They just decided to say fuck it and throw it away for this, and now the Bucks are that. And it's like, some people caught on and was like, yo, why are they doing FTR like this? Like, FTR should be getting this match. We should have this. Everything should be yada, yada, yada. And they're like, no. Then the fucking Young Bucks defenders came out and was like, no. Like, you people are crazy talking about the Young Bucks are burying FTR and treating them like trash and this. And it brought out Dave Meltzer. And Meltzer was like, yeah, like, no. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? All of you people are idiots. The Young Bucks are burying them. The Young Bucks... And he went on this fucking rant about how we're all stupid and the Young Bucks are not treating FTR like trash and you people are dumb. And it brought Dax Hardwood to fucking say something that goes, yo, with all due respect, shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You only have one side of the fucking story. You don't know what's happening. Like, everybody that's saying that we're getting buried and we're getting treated like shit for these tag titles is true. And he literally said it out of his mouth. He cursed Dave Meltzer out because he's like, you have one side of the fucking story. And I agree with him. Like we said on his podcast, it would have been very awesome if they did that the last match with the Bucks and FTR, all the titles on the line, boom, main event of the show. Oh, yay! It'd have been great. Whatever happens, the outcome would have happened, whatever. But the way they switched it and said, oh, fuck them, and just threw it away, it made him feel like FTR ain't shit. And now FTR is mad because the Young Bucks are now face, FTR's face. That just ruined the whole entire match. And I know somebody sitting out there was like, yeah, but they're not the tag team champions. You're missing the point of the match was already set. And they decided to say, oh, Kenny's back. Oh, fuck those guys. We're going over here to do this Kenny thing. And it's like, dog, like, you treated them like shit and just said, fuck off. And I understand where FTR is. Like, they feel like, yo, we're not getting the respect we deserve as being these kind of champions and having the best fucking tag team year ever. But people are like, no, the Bucks are the greatest. Like, no matter what they do, they're never bad guys. And I'm like, dude, you don't see how this hurt FTR, but it's like, whatever. Because nobody will ever fucking put their brain in motion and go, maybe the Bucks don't give a fuck about doing stuff with FTR and give a fuck about this big title match. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, nope. That's not wheels in motion. And it just
real shit, the Bucks don't give a shit about anybody. They just give a shit about themselves. Like, whatever gets their shit over. That's the only thing. Real shit.
Like, I don't understand how, like, everybody just, like, takes the Bucks side no matter what happens. And, like, I know people call us Buck haters, but, like, it's not that we're haters. It's like we're calling out the bullshit that we see. It's like nobody's calling this out. Like, nobody's saying anything. And then when somebody said something, it's like, oh, you're a fucking hater. Like, dog, like, people are saying, like, you literally have Dax saying this, and then somebody's going to say, oh, this is a work. This is not the first time Dax has said something about the Bucks. Like, he's literally tweeted out shit multiple times about the Bucks. When the Bucks won the tag team titles, he literally tweeted out with the fucking graphic of the chart, was like, yo, but we're number one contenders and they get the title? They weren't even ranked. What the fuck is this? Like, he literally has been pointing out when they fucking had the first match. Literally, he was the only person to say, we had that first match. They didn't even fucking try to hype it up and make it as big as it should have been. Like, he put it out there. And that's what's fucking getting me, because people are like, oh no, it's a work. This has been multiple times Dax has said shit and then deleted it because it's like, nah, fuck it. And it's like, dog, like, he's literally telling you that this shit is not what it seems. And everybody's like, oh, the Bucks is the greatest. Oh, look, the Bucks did this, the Bucks did that. It's like, dog, sometimes it's not what it seems. But whatever, man.
If it was a work, it would be on television. So
No,
that
like,
negates the whole work thing.
but that's the thing. Sometimes stuff just like is Twitter beef, and then it's like, oh, it eventually turned into television. None of this stuff eventually turned into television. It's like, why? Why is nobody ever fucking thinking out of the box? Like, I understand, like, there are wrestlers that you ride for, but I feel like it's not just like a little small part of the community. I feel like it's a whole entire like side of wrestling that goes, no matter what the Bucks do, they will never be wrong. Oh, it all makes sense. You're just a fucking hater. You're a Vince, you're this, you're that. And it's like, dog, some of this shit that the Bucks do is not good. Why the fuck won't nobody wake up and see that? But once again, this is one of those things that I say on the podcast that years later people be like, you know what? Maybe he was right.
Slowly but surely that shit coming to light, though. Slowly but surely.
But back to the show. So they set up the Lucha Rules tag match between Rush and Andrade versus the Lucha Brothers. And the whole time, like, I'm watching them talk about this match, the whole time I'm waiting for them to just be like, hair versus mask. And I just, like, I would have lost my shit, but they were like, no, it's just a Lucha match. I'm like, God damn it.
Why wasn't it that? Like,
I don't know. Like, I was literally waiting for the promo. Like, I'm watching the promo. I'm like, they're going to say it, right? They're going to say it. They're like, yeah, we're going to take it back to Lucha. And I'm like, they're going to say it, right? They're going to fucking say it. And it's like, it's just like right there in the tip of the tongue. And it's like, no, it's just going to be a Lucha Rules match. I'm like, God damn it. They're like, what are the hair versus mask match?
Side note, before we continue,
mm-hmm.
How do you book this? Who do you book to win? Out of curiosity.
Oh, 100%, like, the Lucha Brothers will win. Just because, like, if it's a hair versus mask match, like, I would not only, like, with the political shit in AAA or whatever, I would book, like, Penta and Phoenix to keep their masks. And, like, Rush and Andrade, like, they could lose their hair. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, you could grow hair back. It's not a big deal. Like, lose your hair.
That actually is gonna be my second question. Like, would you have both of them lose their hair or one? But you just had both, so
yeah, both lose their hair. All los gringos locos, like,
yeah,
both lose their hair. Like, it'll be fucking fun. Like, it would be great because, like, they're gonna have a fucking match. They're gonna have a great fucking match. Like, to me, already for fucking Quake at the Lake, that's my. Like, that's the match I'm willing to see. It's like that one right there. That's it. That's it.
But it would have made it just that much better with that stipulation. But it is what it is.
Oh yeah, 100 times better. It would have been like, yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah.
So then we get to the main event of Rampage, which is Swerve and Keith Lee, tag team champions, defending against Josh the Goods Woods and Tony Nese. It was a street fight. So the beginning of this street fight totally fucking sucked for me because it was like, they're just doing dumb shit, running around, just doing dumb shit. And then it was a protein powder spot that got in Keith Lee's eyes, and for the rest of the match, Keith Lee's trying to get the protein powder out of his eyes, and fucking it was kind of like, okay, well, yeah, it's kind of weird. And then finally, they put it together and was like, all right, we're going to start fucking each other up with some fucked up shit. And they did. They started fucking each other up. I felt insanely scared when Josh Woods did the German suplex to Keith Lee on the outside through the table, because he didn't German suplex him over him. He just bear hugged him and fell, and Keith Lee fell on top of him through two tables. And it was like, dog, that was not good. Like, you just let Keith Lee fall on you. Like, you should have kind of threw him but he just fell on him, and like Josh was through the tables, and he just was laying there. Like Swerve double stomp. Tony knees through multiple chairs on the floor for the win. But like, I still was like, yo, Josh Woods still hasn't gotten up. I'm like, what the fuck?
I think he's still there as we speak.
Like that match was, like I said, in the beginning of the match, it was like, but like towards the end, it got good. And it was dope that Keith Lee and Swerve won. Now, FTR is the only tag team I could think of to go against them for the tag titles. There's nobody else. There's literally no one else in the fucking world that could go for the tag titles. Like, who else? Like, they don't even have anybody built up. Who else goes for the tag titles after this?
Like, they just made that team, so they have nobody else. So, yeah, FTR it is. Put all the titles on the line. Fuck it.
Exactly. Like, you're not going to do Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus because Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus are locked into the feud with Christian.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. Like, you could do the Lucha Brothers versus Swerve and Lee. You could do that. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. But like that all depends on the way the Lucha Brothers and the Los Ingobernables being inked. Like, we don't know how it ends, so we don't know if that can happen. Like, I wouldn't be upset with Rush and Andrade going for the tag titles. But like I said, it's kind of like they're locked into this thing. We don't know how this ends. So we can't be like, oh yeah, no, this is how that ends.
It might continue after that.
Right. And like, we can't be like, oh well, what about the House of Black? They're going to be in the trios thing. And then you'd be like, what about Darby and Sting? But they're going to be teaming with Miro in the trios thing. It's like so many people that's like now also getting taken out of the loop and getting thrown in the trios tournament, which here's the thing that's pissing me off. It's like September 3rd is when the fucking tournament is supposed to end. There hasn't been any brackets. There hasn't been anybody announced for this. It's literally just sitting there. So how are you going to determine who's the new trios champions? So that's also a thing.
Randomly.
I guess that's what the fuck is going to happen.
Yeah.
So like I said, that was Rampage. And then we get to Battle of the Belts 3. They're calling it, but 4. And we start off with fucking Wardlow versus Jay Lethal. And this match was, I mean, it was something. Wardlow beat Jay Lethal, and then after the match, we get Satnam Singh fucking up Wardlow and putting him through a table. So I'm like, okay, well, now it's going to be Wardlow versus Satnam Singh for the TNT title. I guess I could get with that. I'm not against it. I guess. I don't know. Renegade just wants to see him get powerbombed. That's all.
Yeah, that's all I care about. Like, I don't care about the match itself.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, whatever. It's a thing. So then we had Thunder Rosa versus Jamie Hayter for the world title match, the women's world title. Now, this match was good. It just was the end that got me. Because Toni Storm was out there, Britt Baker was out there. They wound up getting in a fight. And then Thunder Rosa rolled up Jamie Hayter. She kicked out. Rolled her up again in a different roll up. She kicked out. Rolled her up one more time. 1, 2. I swear she kicked out. But the ref said 3. And Thunder Rosa keeps the title. I'm like, dude, like, the fuck?
He 100% kicked out, in my opinion, but whatever.
Yeah, so Jamie Hayter now has lost to Thunder Rosa, and Thunder is going to her next thing. And I don't like the fact that Thunder and Tony are so close because it's going to go back to another Thunder Rosa Tony Storm match, which, if I'm not mistaken, they had 2 of them already for the world title, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. That's
so,
I think it is too.
So this would be number 3. And I'm like, okay, can we just like move on to somebody else? Like, you know, Athena. Athena exists. Like, she exists. You know, right? Mm-hmm. There's other people. I was going to say Chris Statlander, but like, she's, if I'm not mistaken, I think she's injured. I was like, yeah, there's a lot of women that's sitting back there. Ruby Soho is stuck in that little Ty Conti beef. Ty Conti, Anna J beef versus Ruby Soho and friend of the show, Sky Blue. So, you know, yeah. But like, there's other women.
One of the fucking Renegade Twins, I guess.
I mean, nah. Like, there's like I said, there's other women. So we'll see. So then we get the main event for the ROH title, and it's Takeshita versus Claudio Castagnoli. So I'm not gonna lie, I even said this in the first 5 minutes of the match. I'm like, everybody has told me this match was really good. First 5 minutes is meh. I literally said it. I was like, yeah, it's meh. Like, everybody said this is good. It's meh. And then they just decided it was like, all right, we're going to turn this up a notch. And they turned it up a notch, and they turned it up another notch, and they turned it up another notch, and they made it go, aha, I see why everybody was on their feet in this match. This match was pretty damn good. So, yeah. But
I guess I'm a hater, because to me it was man all the way through. Just to me.
But like I said, it was like, to me it was good, and Claudio wound up beating Takeshita. It's like, it's not my match of the weekend, but like, it was pretty damn good. It's like probably my second match of the weekend. But like, yeah, it was like Claudio won. My match of the weekend was Shingo Takagi versus Ospreay. Three, I think it's like 3 or 4, like 3, number 3 in the G1, and Shingo beat Ospreay. So now Shingo is going to get a U.S. title match, which I don't care that he's getting a title match, but I do care that he's going to face Ospreay again, which means another fucking classic. So yeah, that's the only thing I care about with that. Like,
as long as he doesn't win it. Not that I'm hating Shingo, because I like Shingo, but that belt is cursed.
No. That's the thing, though. I have a theory with that.
Okay.
I think if Shingo wins it, he'll break the curse. Because here's the thing. If I'm not mistaken, there hasn't been too many Japanese, like, homegrown talent that won that title. Like, I want David Finlay to win it, but also, like, if Shingo wins it, there could be a chance where he breaks the curse of the title. It's like, boom, the curse is broken. Nobody's ever going to get injured holding this title again. They'd be like, what? I would love that. Hopefully, like, that happens just so that curse actually gets broken.
Do you really want to risk Shingo's health over this fucking curse, though? I wouldn't risk it.
That's true. Like, I'm willing to risk David Finlay's health over this fucking title. Yeah, like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I like him too, but yeah, he could go for it. But Shingo, no.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like, I don't know. This. Like, it fit. Like, I want somebody to beat Ospreay for the title, like, mainly because, like, he needs to lose that title because it's like,
or does Juice still have it physically?
No. Okay, so David Finlay beat up Juice, took the title from him. Then David Finlay beat Ospreay, Gave Osprey the title and said, "Look, bitch, here's the title. Fuck off. Next time, if you can beat me, beat me. But I'm gonna take that title." It's like, damn, you don't just give the motherfucker the title back and then say, "Yo, if you can beat me, beat me." Like, that's not how this works. Like, damn, no. But Osprey has the belt now because David just gave it to him. Like, take the title. I'm gonna take it from you next time. God damn. Okay.
All right, so it's simpler now. It's like it's kind of difficult with you having the actual belt.
Yes. So yeah, that was the end of belt battle. So yeah, we are done the show. I think we're done the show. Yeah. So we'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel with same bat updates.
Oh my god, I was going to do the same fucking joke.
See? And we're going to, hopefully there's a lot more surprises.
At this point, I'm like betting on it.
Yes. Any last words?
The U.S. title's cursed.